I know we don't talk about the trees often, but we did buy this as a tree farm. It's how we get any type of income out of this place right now. And I'm learning as I go, and there's a lot to learn. But here, this field here, we took a lot of trees out of here this year. And this is where I'm hoping you can see some of the dead ones out there. This is kind of where I grazed the cows last year. So they were in here with the, fertilizing. This is where we're going to be planting this year for Christmas trees. Which hopefully are coming in like 2 weeks. But we'll be planting all down this hill, hopefully all the way up to literally right to this edge. Now we gotta kind of work our way around these other trees. But let me show you what I got on. I got an idea for the pigs. I think it's gonna work actually. I've been kind of worried about I got pasture pigs, so they want to be on grass. Once this stuff greens up, they want to eat this more than they want to eat anything else we were giving them. That's why they're a slowing growing pig. So, but I have an idea of how I got to start thinking a couple years in advance. I got these animals for a reason. And, one of the bigger reasons is, for fertilizer, right? I mean, I have all this natural fertilizer. I have a natural lawnmower in the pigs and the cows. So why not put it to use? These pigs, they don't want to take off on you. So if they do get out, they're going to come back. And I have an area that we're looking to plant. We call it the T section that we were looking to plant this year, but I think we're going to wait till next year. And I'm going to put the pigs on it I can put both the gilts out there. I can move that other barrow with the 2 other males and put the girls out there, or vice versa. I can put the boys out there as well and keep the gilts in here. So let me go show you that.
They all slept in the barn last night. So I'm doing an early morning capture.
Looks like Tally learning real quick how fun it is catching these chickens while I was gone. But yeah, this is what happens. You think you have all this time because we've had snow till 2 days ago. You think you have all this time to catch up on things, and then once that snow's gone, you get a couple of nice hot days and a couple of good rains, and you're off and running. But I'm just going to show you guys what I'm talking about with these pigs. I really think it's going to work. The last couple videos that I watch of some people that I watch, I think it's Casey Farms. All he does is do coonies for pigs. He moves his pigs just with electric net, solarizes them, electric net, and he just kind of just does it and just moves them all around. And they're away from his like house, so he can still see them, but they're a ways away. I think I can do the same thing. I really do. But this is what I'm talking about using the animals for everything. Here we got the chickens coming through in the cow area, just scratching at their patties, picking out the bugs, and not just scratching it, but pushing it. So they're fertilizing everything as well. I know there's some big words for that and stuff. I don't really know what that is, but I just know it's got to be good. Like you can see it right here. It's perfect. I don't want to use that chemical fertilizer anyways. So here's the area, guys. You can see it starts, that's the selling shack where we sell trees. Comes into this area, which, I'm mowing this area a lot. Hold on. And there's also some big oak trees right here. Pigs love oak trees. So this would be more of a pig area because cows really can't have acorns, from what I've told. So like I said, this would be next year's plant. So we plant here all next year. Now I did hit this with a little bit of chemical fertilizer last year, but this, for 2 pigs, they could be here all summer. Because it goes all the way down, as you can see, it goes where am I here? How am I doing this? Right here, we call it the T, it goes all the way through those other trees down into that area. So, then you can actually get into where I walked before where all the dead trees are. I could probably disc that up, which we'll take a look at the disc in a second that I got. We could probably disc all that up, try to, kind of help that soil a little bit with pigs as well. The biggest issue will be getting the pigs there. just an idea, stuff I got to start thinking about, because, you know, this Christmas tree is honestly how we pay the bills. So, you know, I got to start thinking ahead. And it's hard because I've never been a person that even growing up, like I've always like, all right now I want immediate, boom, boom, boom. Christmas tree is different, right? I mean, you're talking 8 to 10 years. These trees that I plant, I might not even harvest them, but it's just, you know, I'm just kind of thinking about the farm and who's behind me type thing, which I'm glad that Rick and his dad thought the same thing, right? So I don't know, just an idea, you know, who knows? I think it'll definitely help to get the pigs on the right pasture. So it'll open up space that way, and it will also fertilize this area if I go to plant next year. And yeah, it should be good. Now the downside, there is a couple downside. One downside, it's away from the house, right? So the house is over there, which it doesn't really look very far. It's actually not that far, but it's far enough where I don't have water over here. So I will have to, you know, get some 5-gallon buckets, you know, once a week, fill them up, you know, fill up 10 buckets or something, and bring over here and have them, put them in the side somewhere or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out, but that's not a reason not to do it. I mean, I see people that are running hoses from here that far away. So it's like not the end of the world. So yes, we'll have to come here and feed them. But it's on the ride out, right? So if I do chores there, had to jump in my truck and go to work or drop the kids off, I can stop here and feed them. It'll take 2 seconds. I don't know, just my thought. You know, I think it's a good idea. I think we're going to try it. And still got to get this place cleaned up, right? I mean, there's just stuff everywhere. And there's some stumps out there too, because we had some of the bigger trees last year. I don't know, it should be pretty cool.
Met a woman, got engaged, time passed.
You know, the selling shack's another one that got away from me a little bit this year. You know, you get done with season and it's a lot. It is a lot. It is a very intense, fast, you know, 3 weeks of just craziness. But you tell yourself, all right, you know, I will get to it. I'll get to the trees, putting everything away and getting ready for next year. And then you don't get to it because you're so tired and you just want Christmas to come, and I don't know. But it is starting to get a fun time of year, isn't it? Well, here's what I just picked up. You know, I don't know if this is going to become a very expensive, heavy paperweight, or it's actually going to be put to use. It's a disc. You know, I think that we'll end up using this thing. You know, it goes with the hydraulics, so it goes up and down, has wheels, it's bulky, it's heavy enough to get down into that soil, but not enough where it's gonna till it all up, right? I mean, I think everybody's going to this no-till thing, which is really just, when you till your land, you're just tilling it and then packing it, tilling it, packing it, tilling it, packing it, where eventually you don't have soil. And so this helps just kind of scrape it up a little bit, be able to flatten things out. You know, a lot of these fields have a lot of holes in them, and it makes it dangerous with equipment and mowing and all that stuff. So we can jump on this cycle, same thing with the pigs, like just get on the cycle of, all right, next year I'm planting here, so I got to keep working on that field and just got to stay on it. And it's starting to rain. I'm going to get out of here, but hopefully this wasn't a mistake. You know, it was expensive, and I just hope it was worth the money, and I hope it does its job. It's big. We're going to have to really move some things around just to get it into fields. But hopefully it does its job and it makes our life a little bit easier. You know, this selling area has, I'm really glad we did it. You know, yeah, we bought the place and we spent some money right out of the gate, but, you know, it really kind of, I think, solidified us that we were trying to keep this a Christmas tree farm. I think a lot of people thought that, you know, when I bought this, that, you know, we would do something else with it or not keep the tradition of Madison's Christmas tree farm going. I think we showed people that, you know, we definitely did, and we want to continue it, and hopefully it keeps growing. It's a lot of work, but it's at the end of the day, when you have those 3 weeks of craziness, it's enjoyable. It really is, seeing people's faces, and you know, 99% of the people are pleasant, and don't know, it's kind of fun.
stretch my back and legs. Well, now what did the younger me